And also, Bernard, with your regime, every time you open your mouth and your broadcast, being a man with a penis and all, and if you don't care, and supposedly everybody don't care, that means the women also now know that the boys of the blue box cults break. So how could you lead anything, Bernard? They broke you like a horse. So Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwall, Nelton Anderson, Don Wiley, Doug King, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Bat 4, Blue Boy, Boxes, Robo, Paso Robo, Small Fry, Rapist, Knight, Minister there, and Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery's, and your Hillbilly Squads, and All American Antilla there, and Karen Faust Country and Western. The women that been around know you'll break. So how could you rule over them, Bernard? I know, Robo Knight, you like to try to get around on it again, so you can try to control women to get what you want to rebuild this. You're black, but they now know you're a fake and you can break. So how do you rule or lead anything? Remember, Robo Knight, you said it's an act. So now they don't have to believe pretty much like 90% of men who have penises. So how could you men ever have led anything? So even you cult leader men now maybe did one like Jim Jones throw a temper tantrum, or a Dave Koresh throw a temper tantrum, or Tim McVeigh. So now the women know you guys just break and you throw temper tantrums and destroy shit for no reason. See how I can use my own childhood to aid them, Bernard? How did you ever rule over anything? So it's just this bolstering tough boy act so you can try to create something again and then manipulate it. And women figure that stuff out. People figure that out, Bernard. So how are you going to ever rule anything? How did you ever rule the cosmos or it means you live a delusional fantasy. You never ruled Zion, Eden, or Atlantis. None of you men did. So how do you tell me, bald Negro boy, with your, attitude or, ghetto life, how did you rule anything? You never did. That means he was never Jehovah. That means you guys go, oh, well, Tom said lie on there, so now we can do the opposite reverse because we supposedly understand women. And then, no, you don't, Bernard. It means you manipulated and used children to get what you wanted, but you still broke. So you did all that shit for no reason and ruined everything because you professed being a gay man with your boxes. You guys already sanctioned out that you guys were better than females, and you still broke with the trillions and millions that you spent on your Carney show, Bernard. It means they can break your Carney show too. That you broke because you didn't take anything seriously, Bernard. In your team, you just obsessed over other people's property, and if you didn't get it, then you break. So Ellery and Bernard broke because they knew they got caught raping a girl. But supposedly nobody cares. And then David and them go around doing the Carney show with the rapist night and making fun and poking and popping and clicking and torturing people. Well, you guys, what you've done in the last couple of war centuries, Bernard, is pointless. So that means you just went and humped chicks and make them sick on purpose during the 70s and 60s and 50s and shit, Bernard. That's not good because you said, well, nobody cares. Well, I bet people cared if they had caught HIV or Hep C from you fucking morons. Especially if you guys pumped that shit into them while kids were sleeping at night, Bernard. See how I can prove that you, Bernard, were the one that unplugged it or, screwed up Brian's stuff and my stuff with Harry, and you guys just sit there and perpetually throw people down into a shithole they never fucking wanted? Faggot rapist. And then we could trace that back to Pitkin Street, Aurora, Colorado, Jamaica Street. See how we reveal the Harry J. racist scam with the Negroes and their battle against the 3 schools and high schools and colleges. Bernard, I bet people care because they didn't want to be stupid with the Carney. Okay, Bernard? So yeah, you might get a guilty plea and you might kill me, Bernard, but they know you'll break with your regime. So you waste people's time. You just go around grifting and stealing shit with Dave and the Robo Knight and Joe. How are you so racist, Bernard, when you're a fucking pussy coward? Maybe because you didn't want to follow rules in the first place to make it cool in the first place, because she did some neat stuff and Joe had to destroy it because it's too easy. But she had your interests in mind, and it doesn't help blaming somebody, Bernard, that never killed her. See how your Carney show is stupid? Just because everybody starts to figure out, Bernard, your type just does it so you can lay up in bed with them. You don't really love them. I really loved mine, Bernard. Long time ago. I told her I loved her a long time ago, Bernard. And even before then. But now they know all you guys do is try to sleep with the two black and white girls in the photo. Trying to create your own little farmhouse. And then you guys came out here and destroyed everything with Joe. Like dumb shits. And you guys think they didn't watch it from the sky. That all of a sudden NASA wasn't supposedly real. Grow up, Bernard LaChance. And Dave, don't engage in warfare with people smarter than you, dude. Because they start to figure out those guys that like to sneak in the, barracks and stuff while other guys are serving tour and sleeping with their wives and shit. And now we know the cowboy man of Colorado there made up a story about the Indian and, Alyssa and then Jordan and, and Perlita, so he can just be important. Get it? Get it, Terry? They're gonna leave you in your own pile of shit mess because you say you guys rule over it and you're God Messiahs of the earth, John, Adam, Dave, and Harry. Just like you just started out. You keep doing the same thing, Harry and Perlita. Dave, because you like to steal people's stuff. And then you guys wonder why it doesn't work and why you're sick. So Brian and I are giving you an answer. Bernard, you're team dumb fuck. Okay? And so people in the military got a higher rank and go to war colleges and stuff, Bernard. Like Colin Powell, Jewish Colonel Malcolm, some of those other fathers that you guys set in defiance of and laughed and pointed and destroyed their stuff, Bernard, get the rule over you. And your regime of fag, Bernard, gets to be the slave. Understand? Do you like LGBT Rainbow now that the Antilla Man stole and his ass got fatter the more he lied and then the other one did and the other... You see what's going on? Because they have found out who are the ones who keep fucking everybody over, Bernard. A long time ago. Because we didn't want your Carney show. Get it, bit it bad for Surveyor? Because even surveyors get smarter than you, Bernard. Maybe you fucked over some other surveyors, Bernard and Harry and, Joe. And they don't like that because you made them live in a pile of shit because you guys didn't want to follow rules. Maybe the Army Engineering Corps and Fitzsimmons and Lowry, and maybe one out here because she tried to build one up, Bernard, but you guys decided you wanted to run Carney bullshit story. And you guys killed her kid. And Greg Faust's kid. And then he had to, do the other one even though he didn't want to because Joe said so. So sometimes, Joe, people do something because you want it and they do it. And then they turn around and tell you to fuck off.